Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're reviewing a viral skincare serum that's taken the internet by storm. Most of you have probably heard of the Olay Super Serum, which launched internationally in the past month and allegedly had at one point a 50,000 person waitlist. Now, just about everyone is losing their mind online about this product, with some outlets and beauty bloggers even referring to it as a facelift in a jar. Well, how truthful is this? In today's video, we're going to pick it all apart. We're going to talk about the pros, the cons, and work out whether this deserves a space in your skincare routine. Sit back, relax, let's talk the viral Olay Serum. Now, before we get into this video, I would of course love to know your own hot take on this product. Now, it launched internationally in the past month, but I think it's been available for sale in the US for the past 2 or 3 months. So if you've already tried it, put it through its paces, let me know in the comment section what you thought. Let me know overall, even if you haven't tried it, having watched the video, let me know what your thoughts are. Are you going to try it? Are you going to avoid it? Again, let's get that conversation going. I feel this video is a bit of a retro video here on the channel because we used to do these single product reviews all the time. I moved away from them for, well, I don't really know what the reason was. So let me know what your thoughts are. If you'd like to see more viral skincare reviews, single product reviews, putting products through the paces, let me know by reaching down and giving the video a big thumbs up and a like. This really supports me as a content creator, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So today's video is going to be broken down into different segments. First of all, I'm going to talk about what the product is and what it claims. We're then going to talk about the results that you can get. We're going to move on to the pros, then the cons, and we'll summarize it all at the end. If you want to jump to one section of the video over another, be my guest. All the timestamps are there in the description box below, as is a link to a couple of places where you can buy the serum itself and any other products that I mentioned in today's video. So let's kick things off with what exactly is the Olay Super Serum. Well, according to the brand themselves, it says it combines 5 key active ingredients to help smooth out the skin, fix textural irregularities, boost collagen production, and really help to eliminate fine lines and wrinkles. It says it's going to help you streamline your skincare routine by getting everything you need in just one single bottle. Now, one thing they've definitely got right off the bat is the sponsorship and the paid promotions. Honestly, their marketing budget must have been in the millions of dollars, because you can't look at anything here on YouTube, TikTok, over on Instagram without content creators singing the praises of this product and taking part in paid promotions and sponsorships. Now, I don't have an issue with paid partnerships or sponsorships. I don't personally do them myself. However, when I'm looking for a review of a single product, I always try to find a sponsorship-free one, because then I think you're just getting those true thoughts, feelings, and opinions. It's really hard to find a sponsorship-free review of this product, which is kind of why I wanted to film this video today. So, the product, let's look at the formulation itself. So the 5 key ingredients that they claim this contains is lactic acid, great exfoliant for smoothing out the skin; niacinamide, which can regulate oil production in the skin and help enhance the glow, just, tweak the vibrancy levels in the skin. It's got a vitamin C, great antioxidant, but also great for fading, hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and discoloration. It's got a pro-collagen peptide to boost collagen production, and it's got pro-vitamin B5 to calm and soothe. That's a really nice blend of 5 active ingredients, though we don't actually know the concentrations of any of those, so it's quite hard to tell exactly how potent it is. Something I'm going to come on to later in the video. The brand itself, I think, make very reasonable claims about the product. It's going to smooth the skin, it's going to help at the margins with anti-aging, and it's going to calm any redness. I could see that blend of active ingredients doing all of that. I think it's the beauty bloggers and the influencers, content creators that have really sent the hype into overdrive. I saw a couple of blogs refer to this as a facelift in a bottle. No topical skincare is going to give you a facelift-like result. That's not going to happen. I've seen other people say that it completely transformed their hyperpigmentation in 14 days. Really? I've never seen a product on Skincare Planet Earth that's been able to deliver that. So again, I think there's a lot of hype around it. Though just worth noting, that's not generated by Olay themselves, but rather than the people they're in paid partnership with. So, we're going to come into more details about that formulation later, but let's talk about the results. Now, full disclaimer, I didn't purchase this product and I didn't put it on my skin. And the reason for that is Olay aren't a cruelty-free brand, and that's something that matters a lot to me. Now, according to the brand themselves, they are aiming to be entirely cruelty-free by the end of 2024. And if they achieve that, I will be praising them from the rooftops, because I think, it is 2024, guys. I think it's the time that we do away with animal testing in skincare completely. However, it's worth noting different things matter to different people, and a friend of mine is a huge fangirl for Olay and of course rushed out to buy this product the second it launched. She very kindly shared with me her thoughts, feelings and opinions so I could feed that back to you guys so we could give a proper, like before and after style review. So she said she was pretty happy with the price point, which here in the UK is about £30, about $35, and for that you get 30ml of product. Not the cheapest, but when you take into account inflation, that's a mid-market serum price point, I would say. Having used it for 21 days, she said she definitely noticed a brightening to the skin and at the margin, some increase in firmness, which is that anti-aging benefit that the brand promotes. She said it's actually really nice to use, leaving the skin feeling silky smooth and works great as a primer under makeup. That, to me, seems like a very, very fair set of outcomes for the price point. However, she did say it does tend to pill and ball up if you try to put product on top of it. That kind of makes sense because this has dimethicone silicones in it, which generally don't pair well with other products. So just to be aware that if you do try to put product on top of it, it might ball up, it might pill a little bit. So it works a lot better if you leave it to sink in for like 10 minutes before putting another product on top. You can kind of get around that, but it's definitely worth noticing. She said it definitely had a noticeable fragrance and that lingered quite some time. She liked the fragrance, but it did kind of hang around a little bit longer than she wanted. And she did say it can make the skin look a little bit shiny. There's a reason for that, which I'm going to come on to later in the video. That kind of makes sense. But she said if you like that shiny, dewy look to the skin, great. She prefers a slightly more matte appearance, and this was definitely on the dewy, shiny look, which wasn't her preference. But again, different things for different people. Overall, she'd give it a 6 out of 10, which I think, honestly, it's quite a fair scoring when you look at the price point, the formulation, and the results that she's seen. 21 days worth of wear to see a noticeable improvement in your hyperpigmentation and some firming. I think that's pretty good. If you strip away the hype that all the content creators are piling on this product and look at the formulation and what you can expect, it seems to be delivering, which I like. However, as with all products out there, there's those pros and there's those cons, which we're going to come on to this section of the video. I always like to start with the positive vibes first, so let's talk about the pros. First up, formulation. Now, I'm not a fan of Olay. I've covered them extensively on the channel before. I'll leave a link to a video I did up there. Not a fan of them whatsoever. But I will say, I think this product is probably the best formulated of all of the Olay products out there. I like those 5 key actives. The vitamin C is in a stabilized form, so it'll have a long shelf life. I like the fact that they're using lactic acid rather than glycolic acid, more gentle, in my opinion, much more effective. They've combined that pro-collagen peptide, which I like to see. It really is a streamlined like skincare routine in a bottle. I think it's a good formulation and I think it's a fair price point. I think the results that my friends saw really are quite good when you consider that formulation. It's what you would genuinely expect. And as long as you haven't bought into the excessive hype that content creators have created around this product, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with the results that you see. It's a fair price point and overall, yeah, I think in terms of Olay as a brand, I think this is the best product that they've come out with in a whole long time. Now, for me though, the cons kind of outweigh the pros, if I'm totally honest. First of all, not a cruelty-free product or brand. I've spoken about that already, so we won't labour the point. But if that matters to you, that's obviously going to be a deal breaker. The fragrance, personally, I don't mind fragrance in skincare, but I know a lot of people seek to avoid it. So if you're avoiding fragrance, this probably isn't going to be for you. And the fact it lingers, I wish brands, if they do use fragrance, would just go for something a little lighter, not something that we have to carry around like a perfume all day long, because it's not the most pleasant experience. And that pilling, it's to be expected because there's silicones in here. You're right, if you leave it on the skin to just sink in a little bit longer, you can get around that. But it's worth bearing in mind if you're someone that likes to layer a lot of products one after the other. This could be a little bit problematic with this. It comes in a dropper, which personally I think is fine for serums. I know some people prefer pumps. I think the dropper's fine. Not a big fan of the aesthetic of the overall look of the packaging. It's giving very, very 1990s perfume vibes. Or like early 2000s perfume vibes. Do you remember when like Paris Hilton had like a new perfume every week? It kind of gives that aesthetic. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. Can you see that, or is that just me? Not a huge fan of the look of the product, but ultimately the formulation counts for more than that, which I think is good. One of the key problems though is this contains mica. So mica is used in skincare to give like a pearlescent look to it. That's great because it gives that instant glow up, but it can make the skin look a little greasy and a little shiny. Depends what you like in terms of texture and finish on the skin. If you like matte, avoid this like the plague, because trust me, That mica is going to give a real pearlescent look. I personally don't like that, so this isn't going to be a product for me. If you like a little cheeky glow, almost like a highlighter kind of thing, then this could absolutely work, but bear that in mind. Also, mica tends to sit in fine lines and wrinkles. So if you're someone that has fine lines, wrinkles, and you kind of don't want to exacerbate them, avoid this. Because mica, I find, anyone over the age of like 30, I'm approaching 40, I have fine lines and wrinkles. If I use mica, it sits within them and it makes them look a whole lot worse. I'm not about that. So I think this is a great serum for people in their teens, 20s, early 30s, beyond that. I think you might be making any fine lines and wrinkles you have look a lot more noticeable. And yeah, that's not a good thing in my book, but again, it worked differently for different people. Overall, I think they were so close with this one. If they'd just taken out that mica, you don't need it. I think this would be a whole lot better product. If they toned down the perfume, the fragrance, I think that would be better. I do like the formulation, and I do think that this is the best that Olay have offered in a long time. Now, do I think this is a facelift in a bottle? No, but it was never going to be. And I would say, look to what Olay are promising as a brand, which isn't that. They're promising smoother skin, which it delivers, some, marginal anti-aging benefit, which it seems to deliver, and to help fade hyperpigmentation, which it absolutely will. That's what the brand are promising. Ignore some of the extra hype that's been piled on by content creators, because I think that's unrealistic. So ultimately, will I be buying this product, even when Olay go cruelty-free later in this year, which hopefully they will? I won't. And I think it's that mica that's a deal breaker, plus the amount of silicons in here, which will make layering and pairing a little difficult. Does that make it a terrible product? Absolutely not, but I just don't think it's going to be right for me. And I wanted to film this video so to give like an unbiased, sponsorship-free take. I do think there's a place for a serum like this in your skincare routine, multiple different actives all together to streamline, help take some of the time and cost out of your routine. But there are better ones on the market. This is the one that I recommend to everyone. This is the Numbuzzin Vitamin Concentrated Serum. So this has niacinamide. This has a beautiful different blend of vitamin C's. It's got some calming and soothing ingredients in here too, and a plethora of different antioxidants. Very similar, however, this is cruelty-free, whereas Olay isn't. This, I think, is better in terms of how it's going to layer and pair because it hasn't got silicons in and there's no mica. So it's just going to give you your natural skin finish. No shine, no extra pearlescent glow. This, for me, is a winner every single time. I think the Olay one was so close and yet just missed the mark. That's just my opinions, and I'd love to know yours below. I'll leave a link to this in the description box. If you're looking for a streamlined, simple serum that's going to get everything, be able to be like a 5-in-1, instead of reaching for the Olay, reach for this one, which is cheaper, cruelty-free, and I think has a nicer finish on the skin. Just my thoughts, feelings, and opinions, though. Let me know yours in the comments, and wherever you are in the world, guys. Stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.